those of you that follow me on Twitter, I'll move my hand so you can see what I'm saying. Those of you who follow me on Twitter will know that I've already announced there's not going to be an episode today because I'm knee deep in DIY stuff at home. Luckily, bit of a breakthrough, realised I do all this in the garage. So, can we just agree not to tell anyone? Hello and welcome to part 34 of the Bolton battle. I'm Kev, and coming up on today's episode we have, a home match against Crewe and an away game against Notts County, both in League 2. Since you were last with me, our run of excellent form at the start of the season had continued for a little while until we went away to Crawley in our last game and got beaten in the league for the first time this season. It's still not a disaster. It's still been a very good start to the season. If we have a look after precisely 9 games. So a quarter of, what is that, a quarter? Hold on. 8, no, it's not. It'd be a quarter of a Premier League season. So that's even better. We've done a quarter of a Premier League season. We thought we were in League 2. But 9 games in, we're 6 points clear at the top of the league already. Hopefully the whole good form thing hasn't now come to a crashing end, having lost against Crawley. They're quite a good team. To go there and lose by the odd goal isn't a massive disaster. And we can also see that John Jones is the top rated player in League 2 at the moment on an 8.07 after sort of 6 or 7 games, and Tom White and Enrique Alonso both have 6 assists between them. The wing backs are back, everybody, and Glenn Jennings isn't even fit yet, so when he comes back it's going to be even more exciting. On top of all of that, we've signed a couple more players as well. So we got John Jones last episode, I think. Since then, we've brought in another 3, all attacking players. It's very similar to what we did last season when we brought in 2 strikers and an attacking midfielder just after the transfer window closed on free transfers. We've done exactly the same this year. So it's an attacking midfielder and 2 strikers. I don't know how any of them are going to fit in because obviously Jones has been brilliant, and we've got lots of good strikers already, haven't we? But I couldn't resist him, really. Wayne Pennock, we needed a backup player to play in the attacking midfielder position. He's a natural there. He's nice and quick. It allowed us to actually sell Godbold as well. So Pennock can come in, apparently better than John Jones, although he's not going to get in the side anytime soon with Jones in the kind of form he's in. But it allowed us to sell Ryan Godbold for nearly £10,000, which I think is the first time we've sold anyone for actual money since I've been... Oh no, we sold Chris Priest, but it is now our record sale. There you go. There's exciting for you. We also brought in this guy, Ross Ainley, who looks like he's going to be a rather useful addition to the squad. Another quick striker. We were a little bit light on quick, sort of pacey, advanced forward, poachery type strikers. Ross Ainley has spent the last however many years, League 1, League 2. I mean, look at his record in League 2. For 2 out of the last 3 seasons, he's been right up there, banging in the goals for Swindon. But he's got experience in the Championship with Middlesbrough. Played last season for Swindon in League 1. So to get him up on a free transfer, rather handy. Scored in his debut as well, so we can't complain about that. And I thought business was complete there, but then Joe Shaw became available. Long-time watchers might remember Joe Shaw, because once upon a time, my father spent rather a lot of money on Joe Shaw. If we go way back to, this is 13 seasons ago now. He was at Fulham and went on loan at Chelmsford for a season, got 10 goals in 24 games, and Ipswich came in and spent £1.1 million on him. All sorts of excitement. This was sort of early days of Ipswich buying young players for the future as well. I don't think 2024, I don't think we'd won anything yet, had we? I can't remember when the trophies came. But he then proceeded to spend several seasons going out on loan to various places before going off to Portsmouth, scoring quite a lot of goals in League 1, making his way back up to the Championship for £500,000, so another big money move. Didn't quite cut it at Championship level, but then did drop back down to League 1 last season, had a decent-ish season in League 1. He's still only 30 years old. League 2, he's barely played in throughout his career. He's always been at a higher level than this. And he's got 100 goals nearly in 350 plus games. Plus, there's a connection of him being at Ipswich with Daddy Dearest. And he'll complement the other new fella whose name I can't remember because he's a target man. So I just couldn't resist. We've got loads of money in the wage budget and I just had to bring him in. So this is the team that we're going to be playing for the first of those 2 games against Crewe. As you can see, none of the new guys are in the team because that's how we do things here at Bolton Wanderers. So, Barrett's in goal. Mr. Beige, Wesley and Del Campo are going to be our back three, with Alonso and Booth as our wing backs. Lee Martin and John Durant are in midfield, with John Jones in behind Russell Bye and Aidan Grant. Everyone's playing well. It's a bit of a shame that we had that little blip in the last game, but hopefully it's not going to be a long-running thing. Pennock is on the bench. The other two, not match fit yet. Ainley got injured despite scoring on his debut. What happened to him? He twisted his ankle, so he's going to be out for a few weeks. And Shaw needs a bit more training and possibly a couple of reserves games before he's ready. So let's get into the match, and hopefully it's going to be more free-scoring excitement, because that is what we grew accustomed to over the first 8 games of the season, and then it all went a bit wrong in our last game. I'd like to think the Football Manager gods are going to reward me for sneaking out to the garage while I'm supposed to be painting my bathroom and having a quick game with a couple of big wins, because then I can sneak back into the house. I'm out here looking for my drill, apparently. I've got 2. They're both in a toolbox over here. The best thing is as well, as long as she doesn't, as long as we hear her, see, I can't speak too loud. I can't get too upset about this. If we hear that door open, I have to basically throw a blanket over all this stuff quickly, leap over here, grab my drill out of my toolbox, say found it, and then the second half of this video, firstly, it'll come out on Monday rather than Sunday, so that whole first 10 minutes won't make any sense at all. But it might also be a bit disjointed. But, you know, what can you do? Of course, if we lose this game, kind of defeats the whole purpose of shenanigans, which would be a little bit upset. Oh, by the way, we passed 4,000 subscribers yesterday, and I celebrated by not doing an episode. But again, if you follow me on Twitter, and quite frankly you should, at Lollujo, all Bye is in, and it's 1-1. Russell Bye gets... I'm getting too excited. Oh... Can hear me. She's on the other side of that wall. I saw an offside thing. I thought it was being disallowed there, but it couldn't be because we're getting the 3D replay. But as I was saying, those of you who follow me on Twitter will also notice I spent all day yesterday putting together some IKEA furniture, which is why we didn't do an episode yesterday. But I have got somewhere cool to show off my pop vinyls now. So if you want to see cool pictures of toys that I'm too old to own, at Lollujo on Twitter. Right, it's still only 1-1. Crewe having all the possession. Where are Crewe in the league? Really low down. Why are we suddenly going a bit pants? I don't know how I feel. Well, I do know how I feel about this. I'm not happy about it. Surely bringing in more competition for places up front, you'd expect that to spark us into playing even better. But I don't know. Could it have demotivated people by us? Look, we're playing this well and we're still not good enough. You're going to bring in all these players with their League 1 and Championship experience because us League 2 numbskulls aren't good enough. You're building for next year already, are you? I'll show you. We'll stop. Well, if that is the attitude they're taking, we'll just play the big-time Charlies instead. And that'll learn them. Right, come on, we need to get back into this game. I know, get back into it. It's still only a draw. But we should be winning against teams like Crewe. Right, Jones flicks on to Grant. Right, Booth has got it now. Out to Grant. Booth... Booth again. I keep saying Booth. Jones is in. Bye is in. And what a finish from Russell. Bye was offside. See, now he's making me shout. And it's not even a goal. And that'd just be my luck if I get caught making a video when I'm supposed to be working. And it's because I'm shouting about a disallowed goal. I don't know. Right. I think it's getting towards substitute o'clock. I mean, we're not even having shots. We've had 1 shot on target. Luckily, Russell Bye's good enough to have scored it. But on the whole, we've not been good enough today. John Jones not having a good game. He's got a replacement on the bench. You know, Pennock's going to come on. Gooden's there as well. I mean, I think we've established now he probably is. In fact, I'm going to bring Finlay Gooden on as well. And we'll have Gooden and Pennock both come on to hopefully give us some kind of attacking spark going into these last 10 minutes or so. I thought we were going to concede that. I mean, we probably should have taken one of the defenders off because none of them are playing particularly well. I don't know that I've played this three as a combination from the start before. Normally we have Albinson in there as well, and although he's not as good a defender as any of the 3 of them, I don't know, perhaps his leadership stuff makes him magical and Is that a thing in Football Manager? He's played over 200 games for Bolton now, and he's the captain. Does just having him there make the defence better, even though he's not as good a defender? Wesley's done well there, though, to find Grant by. Does really well to keep hold of the ball, finds Gooden. He's trying to demonstrate that he is. Alonso into Pennock, and there you go. That was a fantastic finish from Wayne Pennock. He has thumped that. I mean, I'm surprised that didn't come bursting out the backside of the net. Oh, bursting out the backside, eh? Pennock brings it down, and look how hard he kicks that football. I mean, how that's not burst the net, I don't know. That's his second goal since he signed for us. He hasn't started the game yet. I think we might have another good one, and I'm not talking about Finley's brother. Right, now we're going to take one of the... the defenders are playing a bit better now, though. Do we take Aidan Grant off and give Sean Friend a bit more game time? Because he's not going to get us... I mean, we've got 2 new strikers breathing down his neck. We need to decide which 2 of Bye, Grant and Friend are going to stay with the 2 new ones. Obviously, Russell Bye is pretty much nailed on, but Sean Friend and Aidan Grant are kind of battling for that 4th striker position now, I guess, which seems crazy to be saying that about either of them when they are too good for this division, probably. We've put together a good squad here. We can't mess this season up. We've got to get promoted. Look at the space Pennock is in. Play him through, for goodness sake. Gooden's in, though. And Gooden probably should have done better. That wasn't. Banging my phone into the desk now. I imagine my microphone's picking that up. And right, we just need to hold on now. Booth into Pennock. Pennock is everywhere. He wants to be starting the next game. Pennock is in. I tell you what. We've got a player here, haven't we? Wayne Pennock. We need to have another look at him after the game because he has just come on. Bearing in mind, John Jones is the best player in the division at the moment, according to average ratings over the first 9 games. Pennock has come on for him and just he's changed this game. He's won a football match for us just by using his pace and just getting into these positions, and he's done really, really well. It's a little bit different to what we normally have in that position behind the front 2. We don't normally go for the quick, pacey, getting himself into those kind of positions type player. But we've got one now. We have options. We have variety. Ooh, I like where this squad is heading. Let's go and win another football match. Right, we're trying something a little bit different for the second of today's 2 games then. The changes are all happening in this area. Pennock, we had to get him into the team somehow. He's got 3 goals in 2 substitute appearances so far. But how do you drop John Jones when he's the best average rating player in the division? Answer, you don't. You play Wayne Pennock up front, using his pace in the poacher position, drop Russell Bye back to the target man, and Aidan Grant loses his pace in the team, drops down to the bench, where he is joined by Joe Shaw, who's a little bit fitter. And I'm desperate to see him play. So Sean Friend drops out of things altogether, and we've still got Ross Ainley coming back to fitness as well, and Martin Tomic, who I was excited about at the start of the season. He's now gone out on loan. Where's he gone? I can't even remember. He's out on loan at Burton Albion, division below us. He's already played his first game for them as well. So the things are looking good, goal scoring wise. So let's. Who are we giving a squad? Oh, of course, Shaw. There you go, number 17, Joe Shaw. I like the fact that we've signed a few former Manchester City players who are still hovering around in our under-21s. They're never going to be good enough. They were rubbish. But this is the first time we've been able to sign a player I actually remember from one of the previous clubs. And it shows the progress we've been making, that we've been able to sign a player that I previously spent over £1 million for as a Premier League team. And it's not as if he's passed it. He's still only 30. So it's exciting stuff. I hope he's going to be awesome. But if he's not, we've got plenty of other striking options, even if he's rubbish. And I can then get in my time machine, go back and tell my dad, sorry, not past Kev, tell my dad to go and sign, I don't know, Russell Bye instead. He's nowhere near as old as he. Forget that. We're 1-0 down after 2 minutes against Notts County. I don't want this really to be a thing now, that we're just going to... we should have done better with that. Barrett, you're a better goalkeeper than that. Where Notts County, see, they're pushing playoffs as well. Last time we went away against a team pushing into the playoff spots, it was Crawley. And what has Barrett done there? Barrett has had such a strong start to the season, but he was a bit iffy for the first one, but has absolutely gifted them the second. It's a bit of a calamity of errors between Mr. Page and Barrett. Both of them should have done better. And we're now 2-0 down after 12 minutes. And this suddenly looks like a much harder game to come back and win and keep our run going. Right, Pennock is in and forces a save out of the Notts County keeper. John Jones with the corner. Bye picks it up. I don't even know what Russell Bye was trying there. Was it a shot? Was it... I mean, it's the worst pass in the world if that's what it was. It was probably just barely a better shot than it was a pass. But either way, it was a pile of turd. But Jones finds Bye here. What can Bye do? Nothing. The midfield just sort of all got in each other's way there. Perhaps today's combination of players isn't quite the one we want up front. And how are we 3-0 down? How is this happening? We're a good team. Surely I've not got to play Albinson. I talked about it a little bit in the last game. I thought, nah, just being silly. Let me know in the comments, should we be playing Albinson? Because on paper, he's not as good as any of these other three defenders that we've got. But I suppose he's got the experience. He's a fan favourite. He's the captain, so the influence and all that stuff. I don't know. Is that something we should be considering, or should we just be picking a team based on who are the best players for each position? But I don't. I mean, what have I put a striker in goal or something? Have I done something stupid that you lot can all see, and I've just not noticed it yet? And I've got my team the wrong way around or something. I've picked the wrong foot. I don't get what's happening. How are we 4-0 down? We're just too good to be losing in this manner. Russell Bye pulls them back and I don't care anymore. I'm stunned a little bit here. We need another one back. If we can get another one back before half time, we've done more ridiculous things and come back from 2 goals behind at half time. But, I mean, Russell Bye's run through the net there, which is quite impressive. I mean, my hand has been in that shape. I mean, that looks enormous there. It's been in that shape for the last few minutes because I'm just... I don't understand. Right, Henry, you're not doing this. I'm all over this. Right, aggressive. You are just terrible today. Let's have a shout at you. Yeah, 2 right. Not happy. Let's check the team. I mean, they're all in the right positions. Whose fault is it? We need a scapegoat. We're going to blame Del Campo. We're going to bring Albinson on. Can we give him how do we give him the captaincy? I mean, he is the captain. We shouldn't have to mess around trying to make him captains. So, what is all this? Lee Martin's not the captain. Why is Carl Roberts... Carl Roberts isn't even in the squad. Right, Robinson. How do you change a captain in the middle of a game? I just don't understand. You go away. You go on... There you go. We can't bring him on and make him captain. So the whole substitution was stupid and pointless. So I'll cancel it. I'm only bringing him on to captain the side. I'm not bringing him on because he's a quality defender, because he's not. We all know he's not. Ugh. This game upset. I might go and carry on painting. The paint will be dry by now. I can do the next coat. Ben Booth's going to get himself sent off. I might try and get my dad on the phone. No, not answering. We've never tried ringing him mid-game before. Is he there? No? He's probably too busy laughing himself silly. How has it come to this? I mean, we are still 6 points clear at the top of the league. So, every cloud and all that. But do your own commentary for the rest of the game. I'm done. I almost spat my water out all over the computer because I thought Barrett saving a penalty is the start of the comeback. But oh no, they're going to score the rebound. And he's behind his goal line. And he looks like if he hadn't been behind his goal line, he could have caught it. The ball was kicked straight at him. If you stand where you're supposed to stand, you catch that. The rebound doesn't come back. We don't go 5-1 down. We have a chance. As it is, we don't. Russell Bye, don't bother. Because I'm going to be more annoyed if it's 5-4 than I am at 5-1. At least at 5-1, it was just a bad day. If it's 5-4, it's Barrett's fault for not saving that penalty properly. He saved the penalty wrong. Goodness sake. Can't be doing with this. Clearly, Pennock doesn't work up front. Bye is in. I mean, don't run the ball back to the centre circle. We don't want to get back to 5-4. We want to lose properly. Because I don't have to blame anyone. I mean, that's a lovely cross from Alonso. Russell Bye, I mean, he's just scores a lot of goals. But the defence clearly doesn't work without Albinson. Or is it the fullbacks up? I mean, it can't be Alonso because he's getting all the assists. Was it Ben Booth or Tom White who was the other one who was up there before? I feel like I might be playing Booth because White was playing well, which doesn't make any sense. And this whole game doesn't make any sense. I don't understand how a team that won the first 8 games of the season consecutively, 6 points clear at the top of the division, I don't understand how we go away to Notts County and concede 6 goals. I just don't get it. We've not had a player sent off. There's no one injured. I mean, Bai's going to score again here and no one cares. Booth crosses in. I suppose do you even bring someone like Joe Shaw on in this game? Is it a game to bring a player on for a debut? I mean, Russell Bai's got his hat-trick. He's having an excellent game. And he must be so frustrated with the rubbish that's gone on behind him. Because you play as well as he's played today. Bearing in mind he's not even playing in his familiar position. He's usually the poacher. We've moved him out to target man. If nothing else, he's shown us he can do that because he's got himself a hat-trick. And looking at that rating, the best player on the pitch is wearing a Bolton shirt. But we've conceded 6 goals. And, I mean, no one's even having a really stinking awful game. We will make that substitution now, just because why not? Is it White who's getting all the assists? Have I got the wrong fullback in the team? Because that's going to annoy me as well. It is. Brilliant. I've got the wrong one. Fantastic. Let's bring Shaw on. Just have a look at him. He can come on, but not for Pennock. I mean, there's nothing else on the bench that's really going to make a difference either. Is there any way to come back with 20 minutes to go in this situation? If Joe Shaw really is a Premier League... If he's £1 million striker, maybe. And if Albinson is the key, at least then we don't concede any more goals. No, nothing's happening. Booth, you can come off as well. We'll bring the right one on now. Like you said, we're going to have crosses coming in from both sides. This is not what I snuck in the garage to do today. I'm here purely to show off. Bai's got his 4th goal of the game. I mean, it's the 2nd time he's scored 4 goals. No, the 3rd time he's scored 4 goals for us now as well. He does look like a 4-goal haul. I mean, there's 9 minutes still to go. Russell Bai could get another couple of goals yet. If we don't lose this, that would be ridiculous. And all that's happening is we're filling us with false hope. And notice Tom White gets the assist as well. Bai he's trying to do it on his own now, and I don't blame him. That was an audacious attempt, and it forced a save out the goalkeeper. Russell Bai has had enough of everyone else. We all dream of a team of Russell Bais. I wonder if he's got a brother. Oh well, we've lost now, haven't we? I need to shout at everyone, but make sure Russell Bai is exempt from the shouting. Because, in fact, Henry, you can do it. Not good enough today. Agreed. Amazingly, I've said not good enough today. Russell Bai, who scored 4 goals, got 9.6 and man of the match in a game when we conceded 6 goals. He's fired up with not being good enough. Yeah, I agree, boss. I can do better. Well, I'm looking forward to see it then, Russell. If you've enjoyed today's episode, make sure you pop a like on there for me. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more. And thank you very much for watching.